guys having fun tonight? All right, the first song I'm gonna do for you is
wanna tell you everything really easily. Won't you come up close? I want to hear you breathe. I'm walking down the street, I'm lost at sea. Out of the crowd you smile and you're all I see. You make me feel like I can get lost inside your eyes. I feel closer to the sky. When you save the day with just a smile, just a smile. Wanna meet you someday soon, 'cause I know you in my mind. Everything will be different when I have you right beside. We can take the whole wide world with your boyish charm. Even as you pull me close, I want to sit in your arms. You make me feel like I can get lost inside your eyes. I feel closer to the sky. When you save the day with just a smile. When I look for you in everyone, I thought I'd search the world in vain. Now you look at me and search is done. We'll never be the same, not the same. You make me feel like I can get lost inside your eyes. I feel closer to the sky. When you sing the day with just a smile. Oh, you make me feel like I can get lost inside your eyes. I feel closer to the sky. When you save the day with just a smile, just a smile, a smile, just a smile.
thank you. All right. Okay lang ba if I just share with you something before I move on to my next song? I just want to tell you a story about, I guess, about my life and how I met God. If that's okay? All right. So, super quick recap. So I grew up in Rojas City. Alam niyo kung saan yung Rojas City? Visayas. Yan. So I grew up there to a family. I was born to a family of musicians. So yung lola, lolo ko, all of them were like playing guitar in the house and basta ganun. And then anyway, and then I moved to Manila nung nag-college ako dyan sa best school along Taft Avenue. Saan ba yan? Saan ba yan? Anyway, so yeah, so that's where I moved. That's where I went to college, and then doon na rin I started to form a band while I was in school. And ayun, it was during that time that I also started getting into relationships. relationships that that didn't really last long at all. Parang it was like, I'd get into a relationship and then, okay lang ba masyadong ano agad? Okay lang. No, yeah, but definitely, that's why I said I got into a relationship, didn't last long, because I always felt like something was missing. Parang akala ko ito na yun, and then, parang hindi pa rin. Parang ano ba talaga, ganon. So it was like, one after the other, na yun nga, that something was missing. And I was waiting for that one relationship that would finally let my heart settle and, be content and ito na. But that really never came. And then, so with the band, we started gigging and everything. So we had some success at the beginning. And with that, parang nag-open din yung doors to meeting more interesting people. Syempre yung trabaho is music, diba? So wherever I work, there's always a party, right? There's always like, we'd go to bars and everything. So, so more opportunities to try to fill that hole in my heart, with the things of the world. Like, I felt like more partying, more substances, more relationships would fill the hole in my heart. Pero yun nga, parang, hey Andre, diyan ka pala. So the more I tried to do that, yun nga, parang, the more I tried to fill that hole in my heart with these wrong relationships and these, yun nga, partying and all that, mas lalong lumaki yung hole. Nakaka-relate ba kayo doon? Yeah, parang yun, mas lalong lumaki yung hole sa heart ko. Until one day, nag-FB live ka ba? Hi. Wala lang, si Morris yan, that's my road manager. He always likes to go on FB live. Hi guys. Anyway, ayun, so, yeah, so, the more I tried to fill that hole in my heart, it got bigger until one day I fell into depression. And it was really months long. Kasi dati ako parang happy, sad. Kasi ano ko, dahil artist or something, basta ganon. But at that point, I was sad. And I just didn't know how to snap out of it. It was like, di ba ngayon napag-usapan na yung depression, di ba? Ganyan. Nung time ko, hindi pa yun uso eh. So, parang there was really no resource or nothing. I just don't know why, but I was just so super down and I couldn't pick myself up. But thankfully, it was this time that a friend of mine started sharing to me about Jesus. And it was the first time that I heard that you can actually have a relationship with God, that it's not just a religion, things like that. So, so I got curious and I would ask her questions. And at one point, another friend of ours shared the gospel to me and I received. I prayed the prayer to receive Jesus. But at that time, sobrang dami kong questions, especially yung, di ba, sino bang, who took like the philosophy class in LaSalle? Meron ba dito? Intphil? Anyway, yeah, those are really, it's gonna fill your mind with so many difficult questions. And anyway, but during that time, and I had so many questions and I just couldn't find myself. I mean, I prayed the prayer, but I had so many doubts and I couldn't find in myself to have faith. Parang how do I believe? Parang I really didn't know how I could believe. But I got to a point where I was desperate and I just prayed a prayer to God if he was real. I just said to God, na parang, God, I don't know if you're real, but if you're really real, please let me know. I really need to know if you're real. And then I started to read the Bible. I started to read the Bible and then, and then at one point I came across this verse that said, blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. And that word spoke to me. Na, I can't have faith, I can't see God, I can't experience Him or recognize Him because I don't have a pure heart. That's how that spoke to me. So, at that point, I just went down on my knees. I was just in my room and I surrendered. I said, okay, parang now I know that, na I can't see you because of this. So I surrendered. I said, okay, God, I've been doing it my way, and this is where I am. Parang sabi ko, si God, I'll do it your way from here on. I wanna follow you. And and it was like that moment for me was really, really a big moment that changed my life. Because after that, I started to see God. He started to move in very real ways in my life after I surrendered. And it affected everything. Like, yun nga, yung ano ko, yung depression ko, yung parang super bigat sa shoulders ko, parang that same day it parang nawala. And then the more I got like counseling, and I mean people from from my victory group, parang gano'n, helped me through my issues and my depression. Kung mamaya naging masaya na ulit ako. Ngayon di ba nakasmile? Pero dati gano'n parang I was like, the whole like first 6 months, I would go to service and I would cry in every service. And because it's like, I just, so many issues. And yeah, but anyway, yeah, so God healed that. And my relationships with my family, we got closer. Pati yung grades ko, na born again. Yes! First time ako nag-dean's list ever. Yeah, it was really, yeah, so, and then, yeah, so everything, it really touched everything in my life. And, yeah, so at that point, diba, like I said nga, before it was like relationships after one after the other. At that time, I called my friend. I was like, grabe no, parang ito pala, parang I found out that God was the perfect fit for the hole in my heart. I found out that siya pala yung hinahanap ko all this time. And I would be telling my friends, sabi ko, grabe no, we were so stupid. We were like, what are we thinking? Parang, di ba kasi sabay-sabay kami, like, naglalasing and things like that, na parang we, and we were so miserable. And like, wow, si God, but all this time, it was God that we were looking for, and anyway, so, yeah, so then we got so hungry, so we wanted like, we wanted more of Him, and then so after that, I just, I guess, focused on going to church and volunteer, parang just growing in my walk. And also at the time, yun nga, yung sa relationships, sinat-aside ko muna. And I just focused on building lifelong friendships in church, which I really think is very important, right? And ayun, so since February na ngayon, pinag-usapan na naman natin yung love. Okay lang, share ko na rin sa inyo yung love story. Ayun nga, so yun nga, yun nga yung nangyari. So, we were going to, at the time I was in Victory Alabang, and yeah, so for many years, I was just focused on being a student, being a musician, just focusing on God's purpose for me in that time. And so whenever I would have feelings, kasi nga, dati nga ginagawa ko lang, di ba? All I did before was follow my heart, right? I have this feeling, I'll go after it, and then something would be missing. I'd get disappointed, then another one. I just kept following my heart to all these dead ends. So at the time, I didn't want to follow my heart anymore. I just surrendered everything to God. Yeah, so just puro friends in church and everything, and then until one day, many years later, I started to have a crush on one of my friends in church, and so like always, I would just give my emotions to God. I would just say, God, ikaw ang punta ko dito, hindi siya. Kasi yun nga, every Sunday, alam ko kung saan siya nakaupo. Nagsiservice ako, pero alam ko nandun siya. Alam mo yan, so ayaw magpa-distract, gano'n. So that's what I did. I would just, I guess I kept it to myself, but I would surrender it to God. But I felt like every time I surrendered these feelings to God, parang si God was the one who was making opportunities for us to get closer. Parang bigla na lang magkasama kami sa ganito, biglang, tapos siya na rin lumalapit, kinakausap na rin ako, parang sobrang awkward. Pero yun nga, parang, God, yun nga, parang, I don't know, I guess I was recognizing, I don't know, I didn't want to assume, right? I didn't want to, follow my heart. So, I just surrendered that. But yeah, God was the one who made opportunities to get closer. Pati yung first date namin, si God din yung nag-orchestrate. Kasi, so after church, nagkayayaan yung barkada namin na mag-dinner. So we went, there's like 5 of us, we had dinner in this restaurant. Everybody ordered, and then one of our friends saw her family in the same restaurant. So she decided, guys, sama ko muna yung family ko, so she left us. Si Gigi yun. And then after that, our other friend, I don't know what happened, but our other friend suddenly said, ay, magda-next service na, magda-drums pa ako sa next service, kailangan ko na umalis. And then the other friend needed to ride with him, so naiwan kaming dalawa. sa restaurant, kasama yung mga in-order nilang pagkain. Yeah, so, and it was the most awkward date ever. Because yun nga, kasi nagkakahiyaan kami, hindi kami, basta sobrang torpe talaga yun. Yan. And then, yeah, so our conversations was like, ano may mga icebreaker namin na parang ganito, sabi niya, so kung maiwan ka sa isang island, anong gusto mong kainin araw-araw? Mga ganon. But it was so painful. It was so awkward. Parang ano talaga eh. I was so shy around him. Because I liked him nga. So, parang napilitan kaming mag-usap na kaming dalawa lang. Parang ganon. But that broke the ice. So after that, he realized that I would often commute to church. And I come from Malate. I lived here in Malate. I go to Alabang. He came from Marikina. And he would go to Alabang every Sunday. And then, sabi niya, nagka-commit ka pala. Sige, sunduin na lang kita pag Sunday. Parang ganon. So, anyway, so doon na tumuloy-tuloy. Mga style. Tapos may isa pa siyang story na one time hinatid niya ako sa bahay. Tapos yun nga, kasi nagkakahiyaan, di pa nagle-lay down, wala pa, parang, tapos sabi niya parang bitin, sana nakapag-usap pa kami. So nag-pray siya, sabi niya, God, sana may naiwan siya sa kotse ko. Tapos pagtingin niya ganun, andun yung wallet ko, naiwan. So bumalik siya sa bahay. Parang gano'n, parang nakita niya na from his side, parang sabi niya parang si God daw yung wingman niya. Parang gano'n. Kasi sobrang torpe niya, so kailangan niya ng maraming tulong. That happened December. December was when he laid down and he told me his plans, and 5 months later we got married. And then now we have children, two kids, and having the best time ever. And ayun, so I guess if there's a few, maybe just a few things that I want to share with you, that if there's anything you want to remember, first of all is to find completeness in God. Whether you're married or not, God has called us to be in community. God has called us to really to have friends, to have intimate friends, like close friends that can that we can give love and receive love from. And ayun, so di ba si Jesus nga parang di ba he lived a fulfilled life and he had close friends. So yun lang. So first and foremost, it's really intimacy with God, and no human can replace that. Right. And second, build relationships with these people. And lastly, let God write your story when it comes to love. And when your heart is telling you something, alam ko tanong yun kanina, but for me, this is my take on that. When your heart is telling you something, don't be afraid of it, but surrender it to God and let Him lead you. Because He said that delight yourselves in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of His heart. Yun. So for my last song, I want to sing with you a song that we wrote with my friends from Victory Worship. It's a song called Golden Streets.
Stars at your feet, from royalty you came down. How can it be your majesty would reach for me? You came down and you found me, and you saved me, and you made me whole. And majesty would reach for me. You came down and you found me and you saved me and you made me whole. Endless mercy came to find my soul. Heaven's glory took me, made me whole. My heart will sing, I'm yours. For all I am is yours. My heart will sing, I'm yours. Forever I am yours. Endless mercy came to find my soul. Heaven's glory took me, made me whole. My heart will sing, I'm yours. For all I am is yours. For heart will sing, I'm yours. Forever I am yours. Endless mercy came to find my soul.
Thank you so much. Have a good night, everyone.